In today's lesson, you're going to learn how to slay Riff by Mighty Riff, Electric Machine by Acidking. What's going on? My name is Jered and welcome to Beholden to the Riff, the heaviest bass channel on YouTube. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Let's get right into it. We are in drop D tuning, so grab your axe, tune up, and let's do this. The song kicks off with a nod to War Pigs by Black Sabbath. Starts here, does in every song. So it starts here, 3rd fret, A string. Goes down to the 1st fret. Then we're gonna come up 5th fret on the now D string and just. So here's the whole thing. Riff number 2 comes in at 37 seconds. All the action's happening on the A string. Starts out with a grace note, hammer-on from 1st fret to 3rd fret. Next measure, I'm going to break into half. The first 4 notes, we just go 3rd fret down to 1st fret. Next half of the measure starts out with a hammer-on, regular hammer-on from 1st fret to 3rd fret. From there, we slide up to the 6th fret, then sliding back down to the 3rd fret. Here's the 2 measures together. The riff does like a turnaround, kind of finishes off by coming up to the 8th fret, then the 9th fret. Very cool, kind of leads us back into the next line of the verse. So it goes. That last note, just really a lot of tension here. Really satisfying when we come back, hit that 3rd fret, which we're going to do later in the song. Riff number 3 starts at 1 minute 44 seconds. Going to be back 3rd fret on the A string, and we're going to be playing kind of a minor blues pentatonic kind of run here. 3, 4, 5. So the first measure is basically just 3rd fret. Second measure starts on that 3rd fret, then immediately back to the open D. Then 3, 4, 5. And it sounds like they sneak in this 1st fret before starting the riff back over. So every so often, they spice it up by adding a hammer-on from 3rd fret up to 5th fret on the D string. Here's the riff with that slight alteration. I'll play it a couple times nice and slow. This riff finishes just like riff number 2 by coming up to the 8th and 9th frets on the A string. So I'll play the last kind of full phrase. Before we get into the next riff, just want to take a moment to thank the Beholden to the Riff Patreon members. Thank you so much for your support. It means the world to me and really makes all these videos possible. Thank you. Riff number 4 comes in at 2 minutes 41 seconds and is essentially just a jam. They're just jamming this riff. Here we're going to do that slide from 9th fret down to 3rd fret. Then we go 3, 1, 3. So make sure we got to bring out this 3rd fret twice. So it should da 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 da. Then we kind of ride this 3rd fret and slide back up to the 9th fret. When we slide from the 3rd fret back up to the 9th fret, we need to really distinguish these two notes and make them sound like 2 separate notes. As opposed to... So the slide counts as the first one. Then the riff starts over with another. So I'll play that riff a couple times nice and slow, just so you can get the timing. Riff number 5 starts at 3 minutes 14 seconds, and this is a fun riff to play. Starts on the D string, the high D string, on the 8th fret. Nice melodic bass line. We go 8, 7, then up to 10. Then we go back to that kind of minor blues. Just killer riff. So here's the first 2 measures. The riff repeats that minor pentatonic blues before going back into, we're playing the same frets and technically the same notes, just an octave lower, now on the low D string. Then it goes back into that blues thing. We slide up to the 6th fret, then back down to the 3rd. From there, we go 5th fret on the low D, 1st fret on the A. So there's a little hopping around, but not too bad. So here's the second part, starting on this low D. Such a great riff. We repeat the phrase that starts on the 8th fret on the low string a bunch. And towards the end of this section, he does a really cool fill where just after playing one of those bluesy patterns, he plays the same thing, just up an octave now on the A string, starting with a hammer-on from 8 to 9, then 10th fret, then we go 10th fret on the D. And this little actually starts with an open D. So after a bunch of repetition, hearing this little in the middle of this section, it's really lifts up the song, and it's a great thing to add into your own riffs. So it's just doubling the same thing, just an octave up. So cool. Since the outro is a reprise of earlier riffs, and we got those under our fingers, I'm going to play us out. I'll put on the song, jam along to it. If you want to see a full cover, it's on the Patreon page. Check it out. If you dug the lesson, dig the channel, please subscribe, like the video, leave a comment, and we'll see you in the next one.